Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to score inside the five because scoring inside the five is just very difficult. Whether you're playing Madden or college football, whether you're an amateur or pro level player, everyone has trouble scoring. But this one play really makes it easy on me. And I'm going to show you what the play is. So I am in empty Y slot, and you see the play on the left side, hitches. I'm going to teach you how you can use this play to beat both zone and man inside the five. This play does exist in a lot of empty playbooks. So go to your favorite playbook, check whatever empty formation you have, and look for this play, hitches. In some playbooks, this play is called spacing, but it's the same thing. It's either hitches or spacing. And then, of course, if you run a custom playbook, go throw this in. I literally only call this play in the red zone. I called it in Madden 25, college football 25, college football 26. I'm calling it in Madden 26. And it's the one play that I am most likely to score with inside the 5-yard line. And I'll show you guys how to do it. First, we're going to focus on how to score against zone coverage. So I'm going to do random zone, and basically all you want to do is hike the ball and make a read. And generally, most of the time, someone gets open. Hold X to possession catch it, and there you go. So generally against zone, someone gets open. The beautiful thing about this play though, here, let me zoom out here. So you just hike the ball and you just make a read. And I usually read the right side. So I put the trip side to the field because the spacing just works out better. I'm actually kind of ignoring the left side for now. So I'll just read the right side. My reads are typically the slot and the tight end. I never really throw it to the furthest out. That's just a long ball to throw. But you can see here, I have that dot in the middle of the field that I threw. I have this guy right here. He's open. So I have two open dots right here inside the five with this play against a random zone defense. And the beautiful thing about this play is that if you hike it and no one's open, you can just throw the ball away out the back of the end zone and you do not get a penalty. You won't get a intentional grounding penalty. And so oftentimes what I'll do is I'll just call this play on first down and I'll say, okay, I got 5 tries. Boom. That's my first try. Now I go to my second down and I see, who do I have? Boom. I got oh, wow, he dropped it. All right, but you guys get the point, right? If you're throwing it out of the back of the end zone every single time, you're never going to get an intentional grounding. So it's a good idea to give yourself a couple tries with this play, and if no one's open, you can always just throw it out the back. Okay. Now, there we go. So let's say they call a man, right? What you want to do? Let me back out of here. Now, before I actually hike the ball, I put my tight end in motion to tell me whether or not they're in man coverage. So I'm going to do, I'll just do random man coverage. And so what I'll do is put the tight end in motion, and if someone follows, then I know they're in man. Okay. So now that I know that they're in man, I do my man beater setup. And here's what it is. You take the outside wide receiver on the trip side, you put him on a smoke, you take the tight end and you put them on a flat. What we're doing here is just getting them out of the way. And then we're taking the inside receiver, X, we're going to put them on a speed out and we stem it all the way up. And basically, so this is essentially just a single read play. Sometimes I'll hike it like this. Other times I'll drag triangle and then I go from X to triangle. Okay. And then I'll hike the ball there. I'm going to throw this. It's not going to be completed, but that's because that was against cover 2 and no one calls cover 2 in the end zone. No one calls cover 2 here. But if they do, a lot of times they'll call like cover 0 or something like that. And imagine this guy isn't here. This is an easy dot. Like it's wide open. No one calls cover 2 inside the 5 though. That's insane. So let me pick a different man coverage. No one really calls double bracket. I don't know. I'll just call this whatever. So let's say you motion them, you realize they're in man, so you do the setup, you get them out of the way, stem up this, drag triangle so your play art looks like this, you hike the ball, boom, and then you usually have that easy dot in the back of the end zone against man. So again, here's your play art. And then he gets separation. That was a terrible ball, but that's essentially the play. So those are the two setups that I run inside the red zone. And like I said, if nothing's open, then you can just throw it out of the back and yeah, and not take intentional grounding. So against random defenses, here's what I do. I do this. Okay, I think this is zone, so I'm going to leave the play as is. I'm going to hike it, try to make a read here. Boom, we got a touchdown. Again, I put the tight end in motion. All right, this looks like zone, so I am going to hike it. Boom, we got another touchdown. Again, oh shit, I put the wrong guy in motion. But that's okay, because he followed all the way across, so I think this is man, so we're going to get them out of the way. Boom, and then we're going to drag triangle, so then the play art looks like this. And we got a one-on-one. I don't think that's open, but then we get the drag underneath. So let's take a look at that one. So I put these two guys on these, like he's on the flat and he's on the smoke, because we just want to get these defenders out of this area. We want to get them out of here. We want this wide open. We're looking at nothing but grass. And so when we put them on a flat and a smoke, they have to come down to defend. That opens up this whole backside of the end zone. Now I have him on a speed out, but it looks like he was doubled or something. Maybe that was cover 2. I don't know what it is, but he's not open. I probably could have pass led that down actually, and it might have been open, might have been a dot, but this guy was more open underneath. Remember, like I said, you have him on the backside on a drag that also beats man coverage. So if your first man beater isn't open, then maybe your second man beater is open, and there you have it. So again, guys, that is my favorite play inside the 5. Scoring inside the 5 is super, super hard. But when you use this play, you know, give yourself a couple of cracks. Like I said, sometimes I'll just, if it's first and 5 or whatever, I'll call this all 4 times. I got first down, second down, third down, fourth down, or I'll give myself, maybe I'll run it once and then give myself three downs with this play, and I'm usually able to score. So that's it for this video. If you guys learned something, please like the video. It really helps me out a lot in terms of visibility. Also, I have a members only area where I post all of my best tips. You can check that out. I got some one-play touchdown setups coming for you guys. They apply in Madden and they apply in College Football 26. But that's enough for me. I'll see you guys soon.